again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the support and sharing the videos and bringing more people our way to mold a rapid growing family is truly appreciating. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's even if it's replying to the positive feedback to the content of the video, or you're just up to tell me about your empathic gift that impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are insightful, just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and need spiritual guidance or confirmation validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give you a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support as always. And I hope you're able to resonate with content of the video. As always, I put my contact information in the description box below in case you want to be able to get in touch with me, to just share the views of experience or questions or concerns. As soon as I see that, Sacros 555. I just did the last video and said 444. That's beautiful. To get, if we want to share the views of experience or you have any questions or concerns about your life path or purpose, I'll try my best to help you out as well. And for the video that I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you hold the key to enlightenment that open doors only meant for you. Don't cut corners calling a locksmith either. It's like a lot of times, I was like, when I was looking for different thumbnails to be able to use, I'm all of a sudden these certain things will start popping up in my head. I'm like, hey, that's good content to talk over. There's a lot of times that we are in a rush for different things to happen in our lives that we're truly feeling like we're ready for. We're ready, we're all aligned. It's like, I don't understand why the universe is making me wait so long and this and this and that. Why, I keep getting signs but still ain't here yet. It's on its way. That's the reason why they call it divine time. And it's not gonna happen when you want it to. Because trust and believe, there's a lot of us that wish we could have that clicker. I remember that movie with Adam Sandler in it. It was called That Clicker or whatever it was, Click. And I was like, why can't we have those just to fast forward everything in life so I can get where I want to be? But it's just like a lot of times, it took me a while to be able to understand. There's no, we shouldn't hold our vibes over missed opportunities, because there's a lot of times I was like, there's people in my lives trying to block my blessings, and there's people that are working hard to try to make sure I don't make it to where I'm truly wanting to go, or even further than that. And even though it was true, but I placed that vibe to become my reality, and I had to learn that whatever is meant for you is going to be meant for you. There are going to be people that go all the way out their way to try to make sure that you don't reach to the abundance that you truly deserve. And it's just like along that path to abundance, all the blessings from all accords, there's life lessons. There's things that we need to embrace. There's things that we still need to heal from. There's things that we need to empower within ourselves, and there are certain things we need to let go of. And that's the reason why they take their time on giving it to you, but they want to make sure when they give you this blessing is truly a big humongous gift, because it's more than what you expected. They want to make sure you're aligned emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, all these different things that is going to keep this blessing going. Because they, a lot of times we get mad, if we don't get our blessings or our manifestations right now. They want to make sure you're aligned with it, so when they give it to you, you ain't messing it up. They want this something to you to be able to embrace and show appreciative, be appreciating everything that is taking place in your life when you have been at the rock bottom. When you can experience that, to be able to say you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, you can't you don't have these different things that has been in your life for a long time. Because I know within me, and there's a lot of people I've connected with, they were on an okay lifestyle, one of the greatest, and some of them are in the greater, that all of a sudden when you went through that spiritual awakening, everything stopped, and all of a sudden you ain't had no job, you looking for things, even though you were trying to supply yourself, but there was a lot of things that you were placed to, because with me, I was trying to find anything to get out my situation because I didn't like the energy I was around, the people I was dealing with. I was ready to go. But this situation I was running from, and because I don't want to deal with it no more. That's how I'm used to doing things. I'm the runner. I'm just like, because if you make me feel uncomfortable, or I really see that I'm going to need some bail money, I'm going to go because I don't got time for all this. But then when I allowed myself to really sit in that drama of life lessons that I need to embark and see, being appreciative of that, when I say I'm so blessed that I wasn't able to jump out of my situation, because it allowed me to love myself more. It allowed me to gain patience, because I wasn't a patient person. I'd be like, I wanted mine 2 years ago, and why ain't it here? Y'all taking too long. It's like molasses on a cold winter morning. It is coming slowly. But then I allowed myself to really understand the deeper aspect and the understanding of why these certain things came in my life. If there was parts of me that I did not love myself, I got put in situations where, when you felt like you deserved better and you felt like you were worthy from everything that you want, plus so much more, you're going to place that love in yourself, because you can't ask for a soulmate to love you if you didn't start with yourself first. So you had to go through these many situations where you felt you were worthy. If there's somebody that's abusing you, that's taking your life for granted, taking your, what you're giving out ain't being reciprocated, I broke it off, because there were so many people I kept in my life that I already knew that I was just something, just for them to be occupying time, or somebody used me for something because they seen I was so carefree. Oh no, I came from a loving heart that I will give you the shirt off my back, even if I didn't ask for nothing back. I've been in situations like that before. I allowed myself to be around people that really didn't care for me and my well-being, and it will put me in situations that I know that I shouldn't be in, or I put myself in situations with them on things I know that can really either kill me or keep me locked up. So when I went into these situations that were taking place, and I wanted badly to cut corners, I'm like, God, I don't want to live in this state no more. The family that you have really showed me wasn't even family. It was a reflection of blessings in the skies. These people don't even care for me. They done did this and this and that and the third. I was placing energy in something they were praying I would have took that off as a badge. When I allowed myself to know, they did not block me. I gave them that permission of vibrations to block me. I blocked myself because I allowed myself to believe that was my reality when it was just an illusion, to take place in my life. And then when I start seeing the bigger picture out of everything in my life, you're going to have some people. If I put you on a positive purpose to be able to heal from yourself, and being able to reflect and project that towards other people on how they can look at their lives, to understand there's more people out here that can relate to the things that I had to deal with on a daily basis, how I was very in tune with things that I didn't even understand myself. I hold spiritual gifts that I didn't even want to admit that I had. I was allowing myself to be validated through outside sources when I had to be able to validate myself for myself. You know, Understand there's just going to be some people that just don't like me. Even when you're placed in a positive position to do blessings for other people, there's going to be some people that are going to make you question your own existence, or make you question, are you doing the right thing? Because they see the goodness in you and they want to put that doubt in your head. And then when I started understanding these are the experiences I had to partake in, because the life that I'm about to live is something I wasn't even mentally and emotionally and physically ready for, even though it's still a nervous situation to be in, from all the truth that I know about myself. Now it's just like when I allow myself to be comfortable being me, not being nobody else, on creating something that is just so unbelievable, but being me, you know it allowed me to love myself from all aspects, even though if I gained weight or if I changed, I went through serious depression. When you allowed yourself to be vulnerable, be transparent, especially during a situation where you're videoing your life and your journey of transitioning, allowing yourself to be acceptance towards what you are, but what you're willing to change, but you love yourself throughout the change that you're trying to invest within yourself. And you hold that key. And for you to be able to hold that key is opening doors that you didn't even go knock on. These doors are going to be open with opportunities. People going to be coming out left and right at you. And then when you allow yourself to really understand, this is why I can't cut corners. We all want our blessings that we worked hard for to manifest, because you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that. But there is, it's like at times we feel like universe is punishing us in some way, form, or fashion. And it's not. It's allowing yourself to get aligned with what you said that you already are. You say your affirmations every day. You say your mantras, I am. And when you hold that power of I am going to be achieving big goals in my life, they're going to put you in situations where you're going to work hard for what you get, because it's going to open doors that you never seen coming. So it's just like, or I am going to allow myself to be strong through every situation that I come into contact with. They're going to put you in the worst kind of contact of a situation where they want to see how strong this person is going to be. We have confidence in you to do that, because they show you many signs and sacros that a power of change is taking place. Like I just said, it was 555. You going through these experiences where you just feel like, I can't take no more, I can't do this. But then in the back of your hindsight, or whatever they want to call it, that little voice in your head, but they said you were going to be able to embrace whatever situation you're in. They want to strengthen you through everything. So when you're allowing yourself to free that enemy of old wounds from the past, your insecurities, you're doubting yourself, the second guessing, not feeling that confidence and belief in yourself, they put you in every situation where you have no choice but to be that. And when you're allowing yourself to do that, you're strengthening yourself through every experience, through every contact with every person, whether it was a good interaction or it was a bad one. You can appreciate them as the same, because they all taught you something. And then when you're allowing yourself to see the bigger picture in every direction they are being guided to, don't feel like if you are aiming for this path to go on something and they redirect you towards something else. The reason why they redirect you, it wasn't nobody blocking you now. It wasn't nobody blocking you. It was like those sign of experience to say, okay, your path on this direction has changed course. You stayed on that, you stayed on that level for more, but let me allow you to go towards this way, because this is no longer needed in your life. You want to be able to have that true love in your life, that soulmate, that person that is going to give you what you require, and you're going to require what they want to give, is going vice versa. So you're going to be in situations where you may be having a narcissistic relationship, a toxic one of all forms. You're going through these things because it allows you to break the chain of patterns that we have held for so long, the things you've been exposed to make you feel like that is the norm, to be in situations like that, to love yourself, to know, oh, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. This is not something I deserve. This is not something I'm looking for. You know what? Peace out. I'm gone. And allow that situation to really strengthen you. Because it's like, when I see myself, I used to get in these really toxic relationships, and not all my relationships were toxic. I don't regret none of my relationships. And it took me a long time to say that, because I'd be like, oh, I really wish I did not meet that person. Oh, I can be really honest. There was always a couple of people I wanted to feed to the tigers. It was always something that I felt. But then when I got on my path and really showed me the strength I had to go through, because these are things that has been passed down from family member, or parents, adopted parents, biological parents, all these different things. And it gave me the growth that I needed when I allowed myself to not say I hate that person, because that's a very powerful word, and we really shouldn't do that. You can just say, I really don't care for their character. It's not the person, it's the character they may be wanting to reflect or they carry. But when you're allowing yourself to see everything was an opportunity to change yourself for the better, then it's every opportunity for you to have these wounds, heal in some way, shape, or form, that you start seeing everything was a sign. It was never an accident or a coincidence. This was something that needed to be reflected to you. This is something that need to step out of the shadows for you so you can strengthen in every part of yourself and understand, I'm glad I went through this, because when I first started my videos, oh my Lord, Jesus, thank her. It would be my future self going back and hugging myself and say, you know what, you're going to be okay. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, but look how far this trauma has brought you for the better. Look how that trauma was sent to break you, but you discovered something about yourself that was forgotten. And a lot of times it's hard for us to see that when we're in these toxic vibrations, when we're in these heavy situations that you're ready to run and claw your way out of. But these are the things, they will block every aspect, and it will make the enemy think that they got that power over you and you're winning. But then when you allow yourself to say, whatever you think of me is not how I see me, that's how you define yourself. It's okay if you want to talk about me to whoever. What you say about me, about me doesn't, it's none of my business. It's how I see myself. I validate myself through myself. I don't need to get validation from whoever. If somebody want to talk about you, allow them to talk about you. That shows more about their character than it's less on yours. But you're allowing yourself to understand, maybe that person's going through something that you intimidate them, or they want to be able to force feed all that ugliness that you see in that person, and you making it real for them because you see that person that way. You want everybody else to see that person that way. You have to be able to allow yourself to say, different strokes for different folks. But that's not how I go. But I still pray for them over there, because they still need healing. And I'm allowing myself to go through growth. I'm allowing myself to, become stronger through the experiences that I was needing to face, allowing myself to heal where I felt abandoned, neglected, each and everything. But it's brought me to a stronger reality that surpassed all the illusions, allowing myself to keep going. My own competition is the person I was 5 seconds ago. When you are competing against being your better self, there ain't no way for you to be sitting up here comparing your journey to somebody else's, because when people start doing that, you already lower your self-esteem because you're comparing yourself, or that your journey that you've been guided to somebody else's, and not everybody's journey is the same. We're still allowing ourselves to, there's something that we need to heal from. There's things that we need to acknowledge, but there's also things that we need to release. Seeing it from a positive aspect, even though this situation may gave you a negative impact, allow yourself to see, what is that situation that hit me that hard? What was it trying to teach me? When you allow yourself to never take anything personal for what somebody does, say, or do, your freedom that's your freedom right there. Because it's just, the fact is, there's always going to be somebody doing something to you. There's always, I got to deal with people here when I'm trying to push out positivity. There'll be people doing thumbs down when it was about, allowing yourself to be in that mental, you be struck, straight in your mental health, all these different things, and I have to allow myself to laugh at and just like, hey, they must have triggered something that they really need to embrace. That ain't got nothing to do with me, because I'm gonna keep moving. What they do and say about me ain't gonna stop me from how I'm doing me. It made me stop me from doing what I need to deal with them, but it's not gonna stop me from doing what I need to do for me. So when you allow yourself to really know and understand that you hold that key, don't cross no don't be cutting no corners, trying to call no locksmith. Because when you're trying to rush to get your blessings, you may end up screwing yourself out of something that you never seen coming. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that video. I hope you like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel, drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. And I would love to give a shout out to Grumpy Nikki, Miss Maggie, Sarah Vargo, Manuela Henson, and D Little 39DI. And Carl Quet, much love to you. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one.